Assalamualaikum and good day to everyone. My name is Muhammad Aziz Rizal and my matrix number is 278831. Today, I will be representing Group 7 to talk about LESTARI Campus Agenda in UUM. As an introduction, the LESTARI Campus Agenda at UUM aims to improve the energy efficiency, conserve resources and improve the quality of the environment. It also has three main goals, namely to make UUM a leader in the aspect of green and sustainability, foster creative thinking, and assess the level of sustainability in daily life. It can also provide comfort and happiness to campus residents in addition to creating a community that is good at maintaining a clean and conducive environment. Before diving too deep, we should understand that LESTARI Campus Agenda has four branches that could be explored, one of which is recycle management. Recycling management is the process of collecting and processing materials that would otherwise be thrown away as trash and turning them into new products. Recycling can benefit our community and the environment. The next one is water management. Water management is the activity of planning, developing and distributing the optimum use of water resources. Water is a basic necessity. No living creature can live without water, and to avoid this scarcity, water is saved and managed efficiently. The third one is forest management. Forest management is the process of planning and implementing practices for the stewardship and use of forests to meet specific environmental, economic, social, and cultural objectives. It deals with the administrative, economic, legal, social, technical, and scientific aspects of managing natural and planted forests. Finally, energy management. Energy management is also the means to controlling and reducing a building's energy consumption, which enables owners and operators to reduce costs, which represents 25% of all operating costs in a building. Reduce carbon emission in order to meet internal sustainability goals and regulatory requirements. Reduce risk, which is the more energy you consume, the greater the risk that energy prices or supply shortages that seriously could affect the profit. For the sake of UUM, we chose to recommend the energy management. Energy management can be defined as doing the best to reduce energy consumption in addition to energy conversion without any leak. Energy management is the usage and application of technology, including planning and operation of both production and consumption of energy with a view to enhance the energy efficiency of an organization. The principal objective of energy management are conservation of resources, saving budget, and preventing climate change, as well as ensuring easy and ingrained access for all the energy spectrum. Next, I will pass to the next presenter to talk about the energy management pyramid.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Muhammad Nur Azmi bin Muhammad Nasri. My matric number is 279042. I want to talk about energy management pyramid. The energy management pyramid is a classification of energy options prioritized to assist progress toward a more sustainable energy system. This energy management pyramid is divided into three parts, namely energy conservation, energy efficiency, and renewable energy. The first one is tier 1, which is energy conservation. What is energy conservation? Energy conservation is the decision and practice of using less energy. Turning off the light when you leave the room, unplugging appliances when they are not in use, and working instead of driving are all examples of energy conservation. The two main reasons people conserve energy are to gain more control over their energy bill and reduce the demand on the Earth's natural resource. However, some quick examples include electricity and space heating and cooling. Next, tier 2, which is energy efficiency. What is energy efficiency? Energy efficiency is a means of measuring the energy expenditure required to achieve a certain benefit. Energy efficiency is also using technology that requires less energy to perform the same function. Using a LED bulb or CFL bulb that requires less energy than an incandescent light bulb to produce the same amount of light is an example of energy efficiency. The last one is tier 3, which is energy renewable. What is renewable energy? Renewable energy is energy generated from natural sources such as solar light, wind, green, wave, and geothermal, which is naturally renewable. Renewable energy technologies include solar power, hydroelectric, biomass, and biofuel. This is some example of the place that use renewable energy, which is solar power. The first picture is Yakamura Dam, Japan, and the second one is Kuala Langat, Malaysia.
I'm Yo Teck Hoy, matrix number 279289. The topic we are going to talking is about low carbon buildings. And low carbon buildings are the buildings that design and construct to release very little or even zero carbon at all during their lifetime. And the ideal building materials are those recycling and reusable materials like soil, stone, timber, or biomass, and those unprocessed or very least processed materials to build the building.
Carbon building materials and technologies. The first one is stabilized mud blocks for masonry. It is energy efficient and an eco-friendly alternative to burnt clay bricks. It only requires 28 days curing and it is used for wall construction. Its compressive strength greatly depends upon the soil composition, density of the block, and the percentage fertilizer. The next one is solar panels. By far, this is the most well-known low carbon building technologies that most companies use. It uses photovoltaic cells to convert the sun solar energy to electric energy. It is less expansion of energy to convert to electrical, and it is essentially unlimited. The third one is compacted fly ash blocks. A mixture of lime, fly ash, and crushed stone dust that can be compacted into high density block. Some advantages of the technology are it is decentralized production in a tiny scale industries, which the utilization of industrial waste products, and it is energy efficient and environmentally friendly. And finally, we have passive lighting. By using daylight as a light source, we can introduce natural light source to be distributed evenly in the building.
About the benefit of low carbon building, for me, I think the low carbon building is not about improve the current building, but you need to do a good planning when you make the construction. Like we are going to use the low emissive window. We will build overhang. Use the thermal mass material to build the floor, build the wall, and those things can keep the heat inside the building maintained in the comfort level. And about the insulation material, also needed to make the decision before the construction, and this will lead to the perfect low carbon building. The benefit of low carbon buildings is that low carbon buildings will remain the buildings in comfort temperature, and this lead to we will decrease the usage of using cooling system, and decrease the using of cooling system lead to another big benefits. which is also the main objective of low carbon buildings, is that reduce the usage of electricity. And this lead to another more and more benefits, such as electricity bills, reduce overloads, as we know the analysis is very frequent to happen the overloads, and reduce the usage of electricity lead to another big topic in Malaysia, which is emission of greenhouse gases. As we know, Malaysia is using burning to generate the electricity, and there is one statistic I found that the usage of electricity in Malaysia is increasing year over year from 121.7 billion kilowatts in 2014 and increase year over year until 149.75 billion kilowatts hours in 2019. And I trust the number is increasing and in trend of increasing due to the MCO in 2020 and 2021. So the implement of low carbon buildings is very important.
There are quite a few challenges to implement low carbon building in UUM. The first one is the existing building's key decision for sustainable design is already made. Engineers often get involved too late in the design process, and key decisions are already taken in the earliest design stages by the architects. It requires engineers who are trained as designers and can pose multiple solutions to an open-ended problems. The next problem is scarcity of engineers in the appropriate fields. There is a need to train more engineers in the fields of building science and sustainable design. The field of sustainable building design falls among the disciplines of mechanical engineering, civil engineering, and architecture. The number of architectural engineering graduates is much more lower than the traditional engineering disciplines.
Hi, my name is Wana Amira binti Wan Arimin, numeric 278995, MS1525. MS1525 stands for Malaysian Standard, which is a code of practice on energy efficiency and use of renewable energy for non-residential buildings. The purpose of this Malaysian Standard are to encourage the design, construction, operation and maintenance of new and existing buildings in a manner that reduces the use of energy without constraining creativity in design, building, function, and the comfort of productivity of the occupants. Another purpose of this Malaysian Standard are provide the criteria and minimum standard for energy efficiency in the design of new buildings, retrofit of existing buildings, and also method for determining appliance with these criteria and minimum standards. Malaysian Standard also provide guidance for energy efficiency design that demonstrate good professional judgment to comply with minimum standards, and encourage the application of renewable energy in new and existing buildings to minimize reliance on non-renewable energy sources, pollution, and energy consumption while maintaining comfort, health, and safety of the occupants. The recommendations for renewable energy applications are maximizing the availability of renewable energy resources such as solar heating, solar electricity, solar lighting, and solar-assisted technologies. And secondly, optimizing passive cooling strategies. The requirement for energy efficiency are designing an efficient lighting system and designing a good energy management system.
Hello, my name is Nurfaiza Bibi Herwan and my metric number is 279331. Now we will talk about the following required by MS1525 that can follow by UUM. There are many of the following required, but in this video, only a few that I will suggest that UUM can follow it. One of it is efficient air conditioning and lighting. For this, it's mentioned in the number 6 about lighting and number 7 for air conditioning, which is under electric power and distribution. For the lighting, it mentioned that emergency lighting should automatically off during the normal operation. It means that it's better for UUM following this. So if emergency lighting is automatically off during the normal operation, it can reduce the electricity used beside. There are a lot of people right during the normal operation, so better off it than let it on all the time. So for the air conditioning, the temperature should be controlled because as we know, UUM building mostly use air conditioning, so the temperature should be aware of it. Each system should be provided with at least one of thermostat for the regulation of temperature. The next is architectural and passive design strategy. This code was mentioned at number 4 in MS 1525 guide. One of it are maximize the use of daylight. This can reduce energy consumption by using artificial lighting and effective zoning of interior space to minimize energy consumption. Not only that, by moving office for staff to the facade of the building, also one of it. Also, the student class or lab should move to the facade side of the building. If you notice, all of that building that have a lot of people use it, and of course the energy that used never off. So for make it reduce the energy, so this strategy we should use it. Also, all of this is to reduce the use of lamp and use more energy during the day. And the other room as store, meeting room or documentation room, which is room that is rarely we use, should be put in the core of the building. Other than that, energy management system are also one of the courses that required in MS 1525. It's shown at number 9 in MS 1525 guidebooks. This energy management system is a subset of the building automation system function. Last but not least is a building energy performance. It's also one of the courses that require in MS 1525 guides. You can find it the last guide under building energy simulation method. This building energy is to see a performance-based approach to compute the predicted energy use of the building.
Benefits by using MS 1525 reference and guide. First of all, reduce UUM's energy consumption. Even the smallest changes can have massive differences saved. 10% energy efficiency are eligible for SEDA's Green Pass operations. Students and staff can focus more on being productive. Next, simple to implement and environmentally friendly. It is a guideline that already exists and could be referenced by anyone. Flexible is suited to any place or environment. Last but not least, can lower monthly electric bill payment. The use of this MS 1525 can gradually reduce a percentage of electricity used in campus. As a result, it may reduce the number of bills to pay.
Now we will see the next part of it, which is the challenging. Of course, for everything we want to do, there must be a challenge to make it happen. And one of the challenging by using MS 1525 reference and guide is about the cost, the high cost. Of course, to make it happen, there will a lot of things that we have to change, and yes, it will demand a lot of cost. The electronic appliance and even a machine use also need efficient, so all those things need to change. Most energy efficient products also tend to cost more than double the price of the normal one. So it's really demand a high cost for make it change. So the next challenging is people are generally unaware of the significance of energy conservative. Not everyone is aware of the benefit of energy conservation. Although the college follow MS 1525, the process will be slow because the student and staff did not always use electricity efficiently. In conclusion, as we know, we spend 90% of our life in building. We live and work in them, and we truly believe that building are the safest place for us. So, as an example, UUM is a place where all workers and students live and go about their daily life. So, creating a smart and safe building is critical to make it easy to use. Energy conservation is critical, and UUM is a large facility. Using energy efficiency can assist in lowering the amount of energy used by a building in UUM. So that's all from us. Thank you for watching this video. I hope this video can help and give a lot of information about energy efficiency. Thank you.